Look, cruising down the coast, top down, feeling fine. Got my crypto back strong, I'm just watching it climb. I just bought the dip, trying to make my chips stack. Once I get my money up, it ain't no looking back. I be crypto riding,
making money on the go.
Crypto's rising,
all-time
high.
Never thought I'd see the
Look,
day.
we don't need no
Gotta
footing.
get in my way. Moves of millions when that crypto on the rise. Envy in your eyes, high on my own supply. Take that crypto ride to an all-time high. This will change your life. You ain't living right. Without a bag, you be sad, feeling hella mad. Think about the life you could've had. I know you into that. From rags to riches, we changing the game. They call me Crypto Tales, not here for the fame. I'm here for the gains. It's still in my brain. We are not the same. Passive income claim. I'm staking and baking and hating and faking. It's mine for the taking. They finally waking. No time to be wasted. Governments can't stop it. I got me a digital wallet. You wreck from them bags of that whatchamma call it. You know when that is bullets and Bozilla called it. If you miss it, not caring what you feel about it.
Top down, feeling fine. Got my crypto back strong. I'm just watching it climb. I just bought the dip, trying to make my chips stack. Once I get my money up, it ain't no looking back. I be crypto riding,
making money on the go.
Crypto's rising, all-time high.
Never thought I'd see the
Look,
day.
we don't need no
Gotta
footing.
get in my way. Life changing money is a fact. You know, looking back, all time high coming next. Bags, I'm having that. Crypto have you living large, luxury cars. Crypto millionaire without a care. Diamond hands holding, bags loading, corrupt exposing the life I chosen. Till the movie going up. Now it's time to celebrate. I'm filling up my cup. Buying on the low, we on a mission. Increase my position, ain't no opposition. XRP, we making moves to the moon. Can't lose. Foreign cars, mansion parties coming soon. Palm trees, sunshine, sipping that fine wine. With a fine dime, catching race and pull side. I be making profits, stacking coins, watching. Charts blowing that, not stopping. No other option, keep copying. Do your research on the topic. Running through the coins like I'm Sonic. What's in your wallet? You know I stay polished. Diamond hands flawless, the dollar has fallen. Got crypto, you ballin', my bags getting swollen.
Cruising down the coast, top down, feeling fine. Got my crypto back strong, I'm just watching it climb. I just bought the dip, trying to make my chips stack. Once I get my money up, it ain't no looking back. I be crypto riding,
making money on the go.
Crypto's rising, all-time high.
Never thought I'd see the
Look,
day.
we don't need no
Gotta
footing.
get in my way.
Yo, welcome back, crypto fam, to another mind-blowing episode of Xtales Tell Your Tale, the show that brings you the raw, the real, and the revolutionary stories straight from the heart of the blockchain. I'm your host, Crypto Tales, and today we're about to embark in a journey with a legend that's been in this crypto game since the days when Bitcoin was still finding its wings. He's a tech wizard, a devoted husband, proud father, and a maestro of music whose vibes is hard as he hodls. You've seen him light up X spaces and the cornerstone of crypto communities far and wide. Get ready to meet the one and the only Mr. Zamn. From the early days of the bull runs to the wild twist of the bear markets, he's here to spill the secret to the crypto journey. So without further ado, my guy, how you doing, bro? Hold on, you
be here. Oh, sorry.
You say, bro?
It says I'm muted.
No, you're good. You good now.
Okay. Good evening, Crypto Tales. It's an honor to be here, man. I have been following your career since, CKJ and other beautiful YouTube creators posted your music. I can't say enough about it. It bangs, it hits you in the soul, it gets you going, it makes you inspired to watch everything that's happening in the crypto space. So thank you, man, for all your music and your hard work. The way you master those rhymes from together. I mean, I'm just honored to be here tonight. And shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to the IBF community. Shout out to Team Green. Shout out to CKJ and the XRZillas. Shout out to wonderful people in the community that I'm sure you and I will have discussion about tonight. But I'm really, really honored to be here.
Man, bro, I appreciate you coming on, man, and I'm glad you appreciate what I do too, man. So we just about to get straight into it, man. Shout out to everybody who pulled up. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe and share this with your folks so we can make this thing grow. But Mr. Zamn, man, first off, man, you're a man of many talents, tech master, family guy, music lover. Take us back a little bit. What was life like for you growing up, and what sparked your early passion and stuff?
Yeah, life for me was shoot, I'll take it back to the Atari 2600 days, man. Like first video game systems out, that was me. Didn't know my parents, would have much of an influence on me going forward just based on me loving Pac-Man. But my pops, rest in peace, he passed away some years ago. He was the first one to take me to an arcade machine in New York. And ever since then, I was like, yo, tech, anything, playing video games. Like, I just been that geeky dude, man. And he already knew I was good with numbers and stuff at school. So just to put the two things together, and as I grew up, just understand more and more about what was happening and where life was going. Because, I mean, it's our way of life now. We all play video games in one form or another, whether it's somebody playing solitaire on their phone or, now like playing poker, anything like that, man. It's just great to see how technology has evolved, and I'm still learning. So it's been a wonderful experience, and it's kind of led me to where things are today. Shout out to my mom and dad. Really love you guys. Shout out to my family up in a certain part of the East Coast. Everybody knows what I'm talking about there, but nah, man, I just got nothing but love for the fam, and everything that, every role that every family member's play in my life has honestly led me to where I am today.
Man, that's dope stuff. So we was talking a little bit backstage, and you was just telling me about growing up and being part of the military and things like that. Tell us a little bit about it, so people out there can really get to know you a little bit more before we get into this crypto stuff, just to see where you came.
I went the cornball route, man. I could have went to public school for junior high and high school, but my mom said that I was too smart to be in those environments. So she sent me to Catholic school early on. They busted their butt to make sure I did. So I was went to Catholic school and met most of my really good friends that I'm still in touch with till this day. We had a really special group there. And then I went to all boys high school. And then when all boys high school, anytime any women come around, it's a thing. So it just happened to be a recruiter came through. Okay. She was kind of developed, so a bunch of my boys like, we going to that.
Could have told you anything, and you was signing
up. Yeah. We went to the meeting. Next thing I know, I'm signing up for the service. Junior year, I was being shipped to basic training. After that,
And you're talking about
came back to my senior year, graduated. Yeah, and then went to Army. Yep, Army, and went to medical specialist training. And so that was how I got into the military at that point.
Okay. And were you doing like medical stuff in the military too?
Yeah, medical stuff. Went to AIT in Fort Sam Houston, and then I was at a engineering base in North Jersey. I was in Jersey City, 469th Engineering Battalion there, and I was like one of their medical specialists there.
Man, that's dope, man. I appreciate your service, man. My brother was in the military. He was in the Navy, and I know what kind of strength it takes to not just only like go and leave your family and serve, but to do it with honor and respect, man. And I appreciate you for doing that, man. But as a father, how do you balance the wild world of family life with your deep dives in like tech and crypto and everything else that you do?
It's not easy, but I will say it's easier now to focus on things because your children are older. When your children are younger, you have to dedicate that time and energy to them, and you have to dedicate to your spouse as well. So when you show them that support and you kind of, put other things to the side in the interest of giving them the best life possible, that they reward you back in special ways. You get to see them grow up, get to watch them play sports, anything that they're involved in, you're there. It is time consuming and, definitely challenging on the financial side at times too. I have 3 beautiful children, 2 boys, 1 girl, and a loving wife. So, that family mix, and, my wife's family is great. They're very supportive, and the kids all grow up. I didn't have to worry about them being locked up or anything like that. They all are pushing towards their career paths that God destined them to have. So I have no complaints, and I thank God every day for all of them.
Man, that's great, bro. You're like the perfect model of what people, strive for. The family, the wife, the kids. I mean,
Nah,
regardless of, maybe you don't think it's perfect, but a lot of people, they're striving to find somebody that they can grow with and that they can build that with. So it's definitely a blessing to have for sure. Before crypto came in the picture, what was like your tech journey? Because I remember you telling me about a little bit of tech stuff that you were working on. Why don't you explain more about that to the people?
Yeah. So I got in early with Lucent Technologies, and they were very, very heavy on hiring new people to come into their space and be engineers. So install a lot of fiber optic equipment and regular Cat 5, Cat 3 at the time. Cat 3 and Cat 5 were heavy, but then we got more into fiber optics. So we run a lot of multimode fiber in laboratories in certain part of the country. And then after that, when fiber optics really exploded, it was, connecting to Wi-Fi and different servers and routers. So we were providing services like that. And that led to me ultimately landing a career where I am, where my current job is now.
Okay. Okay. So Bullzilla, he just put in this interview. We all needed time to get to the bottom of who Mr. Zamn is. And we had a little conversation about this behind the scenes because I kind of asked you the same thing. I was like, he been around in crypto since 2017. And I was like wondering, like, why do I feel like not that you're new, but like you started showing up a lot more on people's radar as far as, coming on shows and co-hosting and doing stuff like that. Where did that come from? What gave you like that, that inspired you to come on and finally say, I'm gonna stop lurking in the backgrounds and, finally be a part of this?
I can't really put a tag on it. But I would say once you're hungry, you get your butt kicked in business. It gives you a new passion because you no longer see, taking the easy route is a way to be successful. When you really, do something and you think it's the right way, but God leads you in a different way. And he says, all right, at this point, you try something and he kind of feels like you're responsible enough to take on a new challenge. He'll move certain things out of the way, and it may be pretty, it may be ugly, it all depends on the individual, but everybody's journeys are different. And I think, but what happened was I had more time because like I said, my kids are older now. So I was able to dive into the space, and being that something he prepared me for a couple years earlier led me to, IBF community, XRZillas, listening to you, CKJ, all these years, Team Green, really going behind the scenes and saying, all right, this guy might be a potential candidate for something, leading to the overall mission of where you guys are moving XRZillas in the IBF community now. It kind of just manifested in something on its own. I really can't explain it. It was early January when I actually went on Coffee and Crypto with Stone and just talked to them because I heard a girl was struggling about her onboarding process, dealing with First Ledger. And, when they allowed me to speak to her and we got something solved that she, nobody else could solve right at the moment because she probably wasn't explained the right way. But we got something taken care of for her, and that just led to everything from there. And I said, all right, maybe I do have a spot to come help other people, because that's really my overarching goal, to figure out and help as many people as possible. Because as you know, on this blockchain journey, the way things are moving and the frequency and how rapid things are expanding and growing, if you're not locked in now and you haven't been locked in the past 2 or 3 years, it's going to be entirely different, level playing field when you try to catch up in 6 months from now. So it's important for us as good stewards to figure out a way to help anybody that's looking to get into space right now. And that's kind of like my mission, and maybe what God is leading me to do right now.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. I like anybody who's willing to, pull up their sleeves and help out and do what they can to make this thing grow, man. We need more people like that in the community who's willing to,
Yeah.
just step out and do whatever they can, and, that whatever they bring, to the community, man, just come out and I feel like you that's why I have to have you on the show, man, because I went to Team Green's X Spaces and I seen you holding it down in there, and it was like, man, we need to know more about we need to know more about Mr. Zamn, because he got a knowledge, and I feel like he got stuff that people need to hear. So
thank you for saying that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem.
It's not me, it's all God. I give him all the praises, and no offense to anybody else's religion may be different, but as far as my higher power goes, when I believe in, every portion of my journey has led to here for a reason, and I'm just looking to be a good steward. I don't care about being cliquish or part of people's groups or anything. I'm not really here for that. But people that are true, people like you and Team Green, CKJ, Devon, Lower Level, Uncle Buster. I mean, the names go on and on. Optimistic Prime, like people that really embraced me into their fold. I just want to make sure that we are definitely doing what we need to do to, make XRPL everything that's going to be in the future.
Man, that's great, bro. I love the sound of that. So since you've been in since 2017, man, I think that will make you like a triple OG in blockchain, bro.
Yeah.
What first caught your eye, about crypto, and how did you get in, like, at the beginning?
It wasn't even me. I gotta give credit to my brother. Shout out to him. He knows who he is because he told me about one. I mean, I mentioned the story the other night. It was a Super Bowl pool. So Super Bowl pool was pretty significant on the win. Atlanta was my son's team, and they played the Patriots. Okay. And it went to overtime. So the 8-8 score at the end of Super Bowl pool was, really the odds were very, very high. But that led to a significant amount of dollars involved. So my brother and I decided we were going to take up options training. And shout out to Julian Stewart, short-term investment strategies. He was the one that taught me about options and looking at the market a different way. And all these years that some of my boys from like grade school, like I had one guy, his dad was on stocks when we were like 7 or 8. I'm like, why is this man just watching tickers go across the screen? I was like, that's boring. But when you get older and you realize that, he was preparing you for something else, but you just weren't ready for it, it made total sense. Long story short, that led to us looking into XRP as a token. And because, I'm pretty good with numbers, my brother said, look, just focusing on that. Let's do this. He was like, I know that you know what you're doing. I trust you. And we just moved on it at that time. And then, watching YouTube, figuring out how to buy Tron behind the scenes, figuring out how to buy Litecoin and move things off of Coinbase, then to transfer them to different wallets and securing those wallets by having cold storage, things like that. All the basics, but if you get the basics down and the fundamentals in the beginning, it will allow you to then go in and, like I said, be a good steward, teach other people how to do it. Now, there's some caveats to that, because if you're not careful, you can tell people and guide them the wrong way at the same time. So you definitely have to pay attention to how that all transpires.
I couldn't have said it better myself, bro. That's for sure. What's one memory from those early days that still stick with you to this day that you learned?
It was a mistake. It was a mistake that sticks with me to this day. Definitely being holders of XRP early, having a significant amount. But then, you had that 2019 to 2021 run of Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin started to really accelerate and appreciate, we were like, maybe we need to move XRP to Bitcoin. And XRP had a nice run, but it seemed like Bitcoin was going to do what it was meant to do. And the price, of course, appreciated along with it. So we rolled some things into Bitcoin through an exchange over in South Africa. And that exchange ended up going belly up, and the owners took everything. So we had a warning. We did have a warning from one of the devs there. I I then had a shareholders meeting with my guys that I brought in, and we did the Zoom, everything. We told them about it, and against my better judgment, because I did have a relative that knew a lot about network marketing and MLMs. So, just having confidence in somebody isn't always enough to make the best play, and it's okay because there's still lessons to be learned in it. So I say all that to say that, regardless of how you feel about certain things, you really have to do your own research, as you guys always promote on your streams and in your music and just in life in general. You have to do your own research to really educate yourself and then take that education to help others so you don't make a big mistake. And that was like one of the things that stuck with me, because I brought so many people into the fold. And then for it to not work out, that sticks with me. And that's why it kind of gave me the push and the drive to be a little bit more diligent on helping people in the correct manner.
Yeah, man. And that's what happens when you get in early, because, there's no rules to follow. You just kind of just do it yourself. You make the mistakes and you learn from them, and it helps you maneuver this industry a lot better. So definitely had situations like that. So you're a co-host on X Spaces, admin in my Telegram. You're super active in multiple crypto communities and stuff. How did you go from being like just kind of wanting to stay in the background to becoming like a voice and a presence in the space?
Wasn't really looking for it, to be honest with you. Still to this day, I'm like, all right, your interview tonight will probably be my last interview. That's how I feel. I don't really like playing the role. I don't like being a face. I wish I could have just stayed on camera with my avatars that some of the great people in our community created. Like, they've done awesome work. When you see their memes, when you see like people like Dark Space come in and really attack Mr. Diagi too, when they attack using AI now to create these XRZilla features, like that was exciting to me, because it showed that the IBF community, what the XRZillas are doing is not just average. Everybody might not see it right now, because there's a lot of great projects happening right now. There's a lot of people that are doing excellent work. Radiant AI, Build X. You got Coffee and Crypto with Stone, where they feature people every day. So there's a lot of great projects happening on the XRPL, but the Zillas, they have something special. And that's kind of why with CKJ at the fold, being that he's been in it so long, it's easy to come in and just gravitate to this group and see things manifest. And it's okay, we're taking our time. There were some things that we all challenge each other on with the launch, because of course we learn from launches on the token on how to make them run correctly. And I'm sure we'll touch on that in a minute, but Team Green and them, they're doing an excellent job in their space. I had no idea that they did a space. So yeah, I really was not in this to get into the fold. I don't want to be on the forefront. I respect everybody like you guys that do it, and there's so many things that come along with that, because you guys are the face of the XRP community right now, and everything that you guys do, there's a level of responsibility that has to go along with it, and I respect that to the fullest. So me jumping in now is like crazy, because it really wasn't anything I intended to happen at all.
Hey, bro. Well, if this is your last one, I'm glad to have you on, bro. You did a show with Nina and Fuma and Marvin.
Oh man, yeah, those guys are. Yeah, Fuma, Marvin Davis, Nina. I mean, those guys are special, and it was cool because we met late on a Saturday night. I'm like, all right, you wind down on a Saturday night. You're not really trying to do much, but the way they brought me into the fold and we had a great discussion, I was thinking it would probably last a little bit shorter, because, again, I'm not really here for that attention. I don't like limelight. I like staying below the radar, everything like that. But the conversation just went from one magnificent experience to another. And I can't say enough about those guys as well, because they just brought me in, and I spent a lot of time talking to them even after the show. And it was just an honor to be amongst them. It's just like it's an honor to be talking to you tonight, Tails, man. Shout out to all you guys.
Man, much love, bro. Yeah, after talking to them and they said how good the interview was, I was like, man, I got to get them on just so I can pick his brain a little bit. So if you guys are looking forward to that, man, I think Saturday they're gonna drop that interview, so you guys can check that out for sure. So I would say like the crypto market, like I've been saying, is like a roller coaster ride. And 2018's crash wasn't far off from like when you started. How did you navigate the first like bear market, and what kept you like not jumping ship at that point?
Instinct, because what I learned from options and regular stocks, even at an early beginning, if you get your butt kicked enough, you will learn that when you see charts and action happen, you'll know how to navigate it a little bit better. So having a little bit of technical analysis background allowed me to not be as heavy in them, and it allowed me to kind of, navigate those treacherous waters as the bear market took place. So, and in life too, I mean, because I couldn't put every dollar I had into it. My wife would kick my butt if she knew that I was going to go ahead and dump a whole bunch of money in crypto and not get anything out of it. So yeah, part of it was instinct, but again, it doesn't happen. But I was kind of lucky with that. But again, on the back end, you do something like what we did with Bitcoin. And I mean, I'm not dogging Bitcoin. I think it's a great tool. I think it has its use. I think it will be a great onboarding platform for people that really don't understand how to jump into crypto at the beginning. I mean, even though you can go on, crypto.com or Uphold or something like that and buy XRP, there's still going to be those people that are apprehensive about it. There's still going to be those people that need that extra hand to guide them to it. So all those use cases are okay and everything. But yeah, I got into it and I was able to navigate through that bear market, just to jump back to what you were asking originally. And it kind of helped out with everything there.
Dope stuff. Yo, shout out to Charts Can't Lie, man. What's up with it?
Yo, Charts Can't Lie. What's up?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody in chat. Karma Carmichael. I got shout out to
what's up, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all for showing up.
Yeah, Fishing with Camel Joe. I mean, it's a lot of good people in here that we talk to on the regular. Michael Gray. I mean, just shout out to everybody that's here tonight, man. I appreciate everybody for being here and listening to my little rookie period, because I'm a rookie just like a lot of you guys are. I still feel like a rookie. Almost 8-9 years in, it still feels like this is so new. A lot of experience along the way, but now we're all here for the bigger picture, man. We know where things are going to go eventually. How we get there might not be the prettiest, but now we're all here for a reason. Let's all work together to make sure things happen on a much higher level.
Man, and that's what we're doing over here, bro. So as someone who seen the space evolve over time, what's one trend or maybe project from the last few years, maybe a DeFi, NFT, or a layer 2 that you think was like overhyped, or one that you think was like you're genuinely excited about?
The one that was overhyped for me probably was that Bored Apes Club.
Man, for real.
Yeah.
That was one I just didn't understand the hype, bro. People spending millions of dollars on monkey pictures, bro.
Monkey pictures, man. No disrespect, man. You guys put together an awesome project. I understand it had its time. But man, the money that I was seeing being spent on that was just like, yeah, that was very, very ridiculous. But it played its part. And, it helped kind of push us to legitimizing the space, because a ton of money was lost there. Another one was, what was that? You had an app on your phone and it held your NFTs. It's not Vivo. It's, you know what I'm talking about?
You said what?
It started with, I thought it was not Vivo, but it was another one that held NFTs. And that one I thought was going to be really, really big. But like they were like the hub for you to, store all those older NFTs. But, of course, things change. So, yeah, I think the main.
The only one I remember was like OpenSea. That was like one of the first ones.
OpenSea was the other one. Yeah.
That was one thing I'm gonna say was probably hype too. The whole NFT craze when it first happened. Everybody was going crazy buying Bored Apes and buying all these pixel pictures and spending a bunch of money in it. Now it's like basically not worth anything. None of it, I don't think, is worth anywhere near what it was going for at the time. And that's not saying like NFT, the technology of NFTs are bad ideas. I just think the idea of NFTs and what that actually does as far as technology will probably be bigger than just monkey pictures and stuff like that. You know, I think in the future. And what would you say will be like something you were genuinely excited about?
Genuinely excited about XRP, man. I mean, I've seen the ups and downs with it. I know what they went through, and it was very ugly watching it go from $3 and roughly 80 cents back to 16 cents. And then people really, that I don't want to mention any names, but there were some really heavy power players that were putting things out there, news saying that, you know, once it got to 16 cents, it was dead. It was a project that was, you know, hyped up, and there was not going to be any use case for it. And, you know, a lot of people really got wrecked when that happened. But the fact that it, you know, went through its trials, it went through everything with the SEC, and to be where it is now, standing on the forefront of just an amazing potential. I mean, I can't say, I don't think there's a better project that we've seen just rise like a phoenix. It's really, really dope.
They definitely took their share of beatings, but they never folded. And everybody who held strong through all the lawsuits and all the craziness, all the FUD that we have to deal with, I think we're definitely going to benefit the most from it. And that'll probably be one of the ones I would say I've genuinely, you know, from the beginning, I was like 100% in.
You wouldn't be making music like that if you didn't know, brother. Like, you make some songs, and when you say some stuff, I mean, yo, it played out very, very well. So shout out to you, because that kept the community inspired. It was like, nah, come on, Tails is rocking out. You got XRP bags, you got, you know, blockchain monkeys. Yo, that song, I played that song today, man. Yo, you got it, man. You got some really, really dope joints. And
hey, much love, bro.
I'm geeking out being here, just talking to you tonight, brother.
Hey, bro, it's all love, bro. I'm glad to have you on too, man. I appreciate you supporting me for as long as you have, man. So hosting X Spaces and stuff like that, it puts you in the middle of crypto conversations and stuff like that. So what would you say would be like the wildest or the most insightful thing that you heard from being in that community?
Probably the wildest was just recently last Friday. And that was because of our involvement with the Wandering Footprint, the Blue Umbrella token, the Nomad project. All these are Optimistic Prime's vision. She created them several years ago, and she had an idea behind it. And that idea has blossomed into something that I don't think any of us would have imagined would happen so rapidly. And it could be because of several factors, you know, the serendipity she talks about, the frequencies. But, you know, Team Green and I being on the same page, and then us having conversations with her, and then to see, you know, we were in the space on Friday, and then NTO, shout out to NTO, man. I appreciate you, man. You're a ball buster, but yo, shout out to you, because we have a good time talking to you. But for him to come into the space and say, hey, did you guys check your Yahweh tokens tonight? And we were like, what's going on with the Yahweh token? So that's also one of her projects. Like, she literally spent months creating these tokens with the intent on just giving them out as a token of appreciation for being involved with her project. And then to see that they accelerated rapidly in value, and it was based off of some people doing some things behind the scene to help out the projects and have the public take notice. That was probably one of the wildest things. Like, there's been a couple of wild events just with me and Team Green, you know, Stake a Big Bully, you know, just having people come into the space, and the way things have been manifesting on each show, especially when we have zero expectations, especially when we go in and Team Green's intention is just to support other people's projects, highlight what artists like you are doing, what CKJ is doing consistently as he's coming up on his 10-year anniversary of giving people the best 100K challenges they could have ever experienced in their life. Having him come on, and then people come in and just show him love because of, you know, things that they benefited from by listening to him all these years. So there's always something unexpected, fresh, and happening on the X Spaces. And I'm not shilling just for Team Green Space tonight or CKJ on YouTube, but if you realize it and you're sitting in and you're like locked in, even if it's for 10 to 15 minutes, you're going to get some incredible nuggets that will help you in your XRP journey or just your blockchain journey, because, you know, they touch on things outside of just XRP, and when they hit in a nice way. And I'm sure most of the people that have participated can vouch for what I'm saying right now.
Yeah, man. I think just coming in with great intentions, like you said, wanting to just help people out, and just wanting to have these spaces where people can come talk and just share, you know, their piece of. That's kind of like what we're doing here, just sharing their piece of crypto, like what they do, and just coming together, and that knowledge is being shared. I think that's one of the best things that we can do as a community, especially when everybody has their own projects and are at different stages of it, and know stuff that maybe we don't know. So that's definitely a good reason to definitely keep joining X Spaces and to keep networking and meeting new people, because you never know, you know, what can come from, you know, meeting new people, new projects, and all that stuff. So being in crypto as long as you have, do you have any like hard-earned lessons or golden rules that you would share with somebody who's just starting out?
If you're just starting out, start by asking yourself why you want to get involved. Not only why you want to get involved, what are your short-term and long-term goals in doing so? And then who are you going to talk to that is going to give you the affirmations you need once you hear what they have to say? And I say all that because sometimes people can tell you things, or they may try to rush you into a project, and that project may not be what you're looking for. And that's okay, but you have to still do your own research. You have to listen to people that have been doing it for a while successfully. And then even those people that are successfully, you still got to dig underneath the layers. You have to find out what exactly these projects are. If you hear about Algorand, for example, you need to understand and know a little bit about the team behind Algorand. If you're looking in the H bar, like, don't just chase the hype, and don't just chase a coin because it could be running up. It has a lot of volume, and the moving averages may be right. You know, anything that's going on with the TA looks perfect for you to make an entry point. Like, all that makes a difference in how you can benefit from these cryptos. And lessons to be learned from even doing that. Like, I have some guys that had a lot of confidence in me, and they wanted to do a whole crypto trading group, but we had to really understand the fundamentals before we could actually get to a point where we saw a level of success. So, you know, if you have people that are like-minded, get with them, do your research for a while before you even make an entry, because this space can wreck you very, very, very fast if you don't get in at the right times.
Yeah, and I think people who are new to crypto, they kind of run into that. I think they don't do research, and they hear it from somebody else, and then they kind of jump in without really knowing, and then you know, once they start losing money, then it's like, oh, this is a scam, or they get a bad taste in their mouth for the industry, and then they think, oh, well, maybe this isn't what they thought it was, you know. And I feel like, you know, coming in, if you're new, definitely do your research. You definitely want to know what you hold, and make it a lot easier, you know, for when the prices does change, that, you know, you'll be accumulating instead of feeling like you need to sell and save whatever you have left in it. So yeah, that's definitely a major thing for sure. If you're new to crypto, definitely want to know what you hold. So as far as that, like, say, security is huge in crypto. Any close calls or hacks or anything that you dodged over years, and what will be like
recently messing with all this X Space YouTube stuff, and you know, making announcements like, you know, once we had the XBF giveaways and stuff like that. Watch your accounts, man. You're gonna get a lot of fake phone calls and people saying they're from Coinbase and they're not. Watch your emails. Make sure that most of the time, if it's actually from a legitimate source, they'll have a no reply, meaning that you don't have to reply back to them. They're just giving you information based on what they see, and then you have to make a sound decision to then follow up, not clicking links in the email. But if you have accounts and wallets, for example, and that company contacts you, then look at the way you started with them. Make sure you have your seed phrases. Make sure that any KYC information you have lines up with what you want to do to investigate what's happening, even though you're being told something. There's a lot of nefarious actors out here right now. There's a lot of people just looking to get into the space illegally or in a bad way, and they will use any of us that are constantly trying to secure what we have. They're trying to penetrate and get to those sources a lot faster than not.
Yeah, man, watch out for the scams, man. There's people asking for crypto, saying they'll send you more crypto in return, or there's fake accounts from your favorite YouTubers.
Break it down for them, Tails. Let them know.
Man, like I done been scammed before. I done had crypto hacked. I done had NFTs taken. And it's all based off of just navigating this space, man. It's a lot of that stuff. So you definitely want to be on top of it. You don't want to just be clicking links. You don't want to just be meeting people. I think ever since I created Xtales XCT token, a lot of randoms been hitting me up wanting to work with the project. And it got to a point where I was like, I need to ask the Telegram, like people in the community, like how they feel about certain situations. Because for me, like I'm skeptical of all of them, but then at the same time, I don't want to lose, maybe lose out on something that can possibly make it better, So it's just kind of like filtering through what you feel is real and what's not real, and definitely just not, just believing everybody and what they say and what they can do for you.
So if you don't mind, real quick, tell me a little bit about, because I'm interested in the man, the myth, the legend, right? So what's a day in the life of Tails at this point? Being that you've been into the space all these years, you made some incredible partners and you network with a lot of people. What brings you the most joy in still doing it and being consistent to this day, especially with the way that you now bring your AI content into your tracks and the way they play out in your videos?
Man, I just focus on trying to be better every time. Just trying to show people my side of how I feel crypto is, based off of like you just creating music and stuff. When I first created this YouTube channel, I knew I wanted to have crypto content. I just didn't know exactly what that content was. And everybody kind of does their own thing with reading the news and all that kind of stuff. And I was just looking for the right way to express what I feel or what I know in crypto. So that's kind of like where it all started, and just working every day on, just trying to, build what I'm doing, man. Just putting out more music, keeping people involved, keeping people uplifted, building on this blockchain with XCT and trying to move forward in the evolution of all this, man. Just being a pioneer, and just trying to perfect my craft every step of the way. So that's basically like what I do this for and why I do it, and that's like an everyday thing that I constantly want to keep trying to move forward on and stuff.
We appreciate that for it, man.
Yeah, and just setting myself up for the future, man. Just trying to change my family's life, change my life, utilizing this information and taking advantage of it at the same time. So I think everybody who's in here kind of has a similar story on why they do what they do as far as like crypto and how they move in the space and stuff. But yeah, I appreciate that question, bro, for sure.
I like to break it up a little bit because you focus on the person that's featured, but hey, it's the reason why the people that are here doing it are doing it. So I definitely like to hear that and show respect and honor for that, because like I said, if you weren't doing it, if people like Bags weren't doing it, and a lot of other artists that have come into the fold, like it would be, that gap would need to be filled. And also shout out to Protectors of the Frequencies, now Robin Fitz. I think they just got YouTube space a little while ago. Shout out to those guys too, because what they're going to do with IMU TV and featuring artists that really don't get that chance because they're not with a major. What they're doing in that space is incredible, man. And look out for their projects, because come the fall into 2026, I think they're going to make a lot of headway with XRPO.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to what they're doing at IMU TV. Niles and Rob and all them, man, they do great work. You know, they're out here building constantly, and my future of music, the future of my music is definitely with IMU TV for sure.
Awesome,
so yeah, I
awesome.
agree with that for sure. So crypto's full of characters and scammers and geniuses and everything in between. So what would you say would be like the most memorable encounter you've had with somebody in the space, good or bad?
As far as being a bad actor,
They could be a bad actor, they could be a good actor. Like what would be one that sticks out to you as far as like, you know, different characters you came across in crypto?
I don't know. That's a good question, because
it could be somebody that you just rub you the wrong way, or you feel like
Nah. I really don't give much energy or focus to people that rub me the wrong way. If you're rubbing me the wrong way, I'm gonna know in the first 3 to 5 minutes that I need to stay away from you. And then at that point, anybody that's trying to further that movement or that encounter you're experiencing, I just don't like being around negative energy. So anybody that has that energy at this point, you're only going to get that 3 to 5 minutes from me. So people that are doing things in the space, that are looking to just really legitimize what everybody is going to love to focus on as blockchain does go through regulation and is legitimized. I love those people. I love Protectors of Frequency. I love the Ooga Booga community, because they are esoteric and they do the deep dives. They have an incredible Discord where they have a community with so many talented individuals that are working hard day and night. And not only do they work hard day and night and they're already talented, they spend time with people and they teach anybody that wants to learn from them. You know, they give you an opportunity to join in, and they do a great job in teaching. I encourage anybody to check them out on Discord, or, you know, even when they have their town halls. Usually they feature somebody that's really done something big in the space. So shout out to the Ooga Booga community. Shout out to Optimistic Prime again, because what she's doing and where I think that's about to go is going to be a game changer. Team Green and I talked about it the other night, and she really cracked the code on it. And I think you're going to see some really, really incredible things come out of that as well. What CKJ is doing, people have been sleeping on CKJ for a while, and we know that a lot of people, that was, you know, they got their ladder out of the barrel instead of just, you know, trying to hold everybody else down. You know, he didn't do that. He elevated them, and those people went on to use success. And I think his time is coming now. I think that there's going to be some things that happen that really, really showcase that. Excited about it. I know you guys that are all on his team are really going to make sure that when the time comes, you know, that recognition is out there. So I'm just more excited about people that are looking to develop the Radiant project, AI Bull, Able. With AI Bull, that he has Nail Patella syndrome, but he's constantly creating content visually that speaks louder than he probably could speak himself. And, you know, shout out to him. XRP Squirrel, I'm a big sports fan, so the fact that you can get on there and, you know, if you have an NFT, you can win with your favorite teams, like stuff like that. That is just amazing to me. You got Lucky Apes coming out with the laser printing right now, and the laser printing is a real world asset that ties to your NFTs. They just launched NFT, I think today. I think they launched today. So great projects like that. And forgive me, you know, some people that we're working with, if I'm leaving you out, it's because I can't really, I'm only working off a 3 hours sleep since yesterday. So shout out to all you guys that are doing it. If you see me in the spaces, it's the reason that I'm there. It's the reason Team Green's there. It's the reason that Captain CKJ is there. Shout out to Pickle the Lover Dog too, man. I know that CKJ is making sure that he's resting well and doing what he needs to do to, work towards better health. But nah, man, just it's so many of you guys in space. You guys that do music, Crypto Tales, like those are all things I really love about being in space right now. I love the fact that you guys are teaching. You're not only teaching but providing the content we need to make sure that the blockchain lives on in a special way. I'm just excited about all that. Seriously. Oh, Dip and Toe Show. Shout out to you guys because Melissa and Simon, they brought us into the fold, man. I love those guys. Man, it's just so many people here that are doing good things. I can't.
The community is great, bro. The community is great. We got some people really building some great stuff. And you're so knowledgeable, man. Like all the stuff that you know, man. You just giving all these people hidden gems that don't know. But everybody in the chat, man, spam prayers for Pickle, man. We giving love for Pickle, man. Hopefully he's good, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Pickle, man.
Yes, sir. So what will be a top tip for keeping funds safe? Like that's definitely a big key. After purchasing your crypto, you done all the research, you got your bags. What would be the next move for them, man?
Definitely pick up a Ledger wallet. Pick up, no, I'm going to say this, but it may not be the most popular thing, but practice with your warm wallets too. Practice with your MetaMask, or practice with your Zamn, because there may be a time where you need to do something a lot faster than not. And if you don't have your Ledger, which is cold wallet storage, or your Decent wallet, or your Tangent wallet, you may need to do some things on the fly. And the best way to protect yourself from that is to look into your stable coins. And the way that you use those stable coins is if you have these warm wallets and there's some crazy price action, but you don't want to get caught in a specific situation, you can then use those warm wallets to lock things at price in a stable coin, and then you can maneuver later on. So working your wallets is a key priority, and do not take that lightly at all.
Yeah, I agree, man. Even if you like you said, even if you got to mess with a hot wallet, you can't afford a cold storage. There's a lot of good hot wallets. If you're holding XRP, a Zamn wallet is like the main wallet you definitely want to hold on to, especially if you're going in and out of XRPL assets. You definitely gonna need that wallet to do some transactions. But also, man, when you're sending your bags, man, just make sure you do a tester first. You don't want to send all the bags and you miss a letter or you miss something.
I got a good story about that, man. I got a good story about that. My boy, he finally got to a decent amount of one token, and he was ready to move it from hot to cold. And when he found out the fee, he was like amazed, because it was going to literally cut the price of that token. He would have lost a third of the token amount once he transferred it. So definitely, when you're transferring these tokens, make sure you understand how fees are involved, how anything that's subliminal tax, how it affects that price of what you're moving, and understand what happens when you move it. Yeah, like Crypto Tales saying, make sure that string is correct. Make sure there's no character that may be lowercase and then suddenly you typed uppercase, because that makes all the difference. And then when you're trying to find that information, if you don't have good connects as far as talking to the blockchain explorer people or the exchanges, if you don't have a good relationship with them, you're going to be pulling straws, and it's very, very difficult for you to track and trace what you've done. So please make sure you have all that information down to the keystroke correct when you do that transfer.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to lose your bags trying to send them off, man. That's not a good feeling. I've definitely done that before. So if you could go back to 2017 with today's knowledge and tell yourself a little advice, what would you go back and say?
Don't transfer anything out that you initially bought.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. If I went back to 2017, I would not have moved a thing. I would not have tried to do some other things. There was a point where I took a lot of my holdings and tried to start a separate company off of them. And if I would have just sat still and waited, even though it was a bear market, those things would have turned out a lot better. So yeah. If I was back in 2017, man, I mean, so have you watched Back to the Future before?
Yeah.
Man, I'll be Marty McFly all the way. I'll go grab myself like, hey, yo, do
Like,
not
yo, you
touch
gotta do it right, bro. Like,
your crypto
hey,
for
mess
real.
it up. Yeah.
Yo,
It's
I'll
about to
be
be
Marty
big in the
McFly.
future.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you learn your lessons, man. But it's
Yeah.
all good. It's the reason why we're here today, and thank God there's still opportunities and a ton of room left to go. So yeah,
Man, that's for real. I would say mines would be not to leave all your profits on the table. See, me, I saw the roller coaster ride. You know, I went up almost 6 figures, and then I didn't take enough. You know, and then when everything crashed back down, I was like, man, you know. So you definitely don't be scared to take profits. You know what I mean? That'd be one thing I would say. Definitely have a strategic plan. And it'll help you maneuver better. You'll feel better about what you're doing, and you won't leave money just sitting there, you know.
One other thing I probably would say is that what Team Green has been spending time on the last couple of weeks, him and CKJ. And shout out to Cashta too and Phenor, because those guys also know the space very well. Definitely look into some information on AMMs and how the pools work. It's beneficial in a lot of ways. And if you truly believe in a project, if you really want to see that project last over time, and you want to see a way where you're a really good market participant, you're a responsible market participant, study the AMM pools. If you get some times on Sundays, Team Green hosts a space. It's all no nonsense. You know, Fridays are more hanging out and doing a lot of learning about the communities, but it's very, very more about, if you're in class, you're going to this class for an hour or two, and you're going to study, and you're going to learn a lot of crap when you come out of it. So definitely look into the AMM pools and how they work.
Yeah, definitely. And that's one thing I'm doing too as we speak, man. Just trying to, you know, learn AMM pools. So, you know, I really know how my project is working and everything like that. And there's a lot of information out there, and just being a part of the community and, you know, learning stuff together. That's how we're going to all build for sure. This is the beginning of something that was never created. So now we have to learn it. So we almost at the top of the hour. I just got another question for you, and then we can start wrapping it up, man. This hour went by quick.
I know. So it's good talk.
Yeah, looking ahead with all your experience, you know, where do you see crypto, or even Web3 as they want to call it? Where do you see that going in the next 5 years? And any predictions?
I see Web3 making a way for people to achieve impossible feats. I see our world doing more of that Neo Matrix type of environment on a lot of ways, because there's going to be a lot more value added to what's currently happening. And in doing so, you know, the way we learn things is going to be a lot different. The way that technology is just integrated into us, like, from what I understand, this thing is where the human body is going to experience life in a different way because of what's happening in the space right now. So it's a lot to be excited about. I don't want to go too sci-fi with it, but if you watch any recent sci-fi movies, just understand that there's a reason why you see those things, because it's actually manifesting itself and happening right now. And,
I would call it predictive programming.
Yeah.
Predictive people ready for the future of AI and robots and automation and all that. And blockchain is going to be, I think, a big part of how that everything in that world maneuvers. So that's definitely the future where we're going. So, man, we're at 59 minutes in. Shout out to everybody who hung out with us until the end, man. Anything else you want to say before we close it up, bro?
Just grateful for the IBF community, grateful for CKJ and Team Green giving me a chance to come on and work with them. And shout out to Devon NRG, shout out to you, Crypto Tales, shout out to Lower Level, Uncle Buster, Crypto Trooper, Gmail Brown, Nina Blossom, Optimistic Prime, Stone, Lady K, Robin Fitch. Shout out to all my boys from high school that we talk to, and I get on their nerves about crypto. My family for being so patient. Just so many people I could name right now. And I'm looking forward to meeting more people in the future. Pay attention to Crypto Tales, man. This music is telling the stories in real time. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Just excited, man. Thank you for having me on tonight. I didn't think I could talk to you for an hour, brother, but you made it a really, really great show. You made it easy. Thanks for taking it easy on me tonight too, because you could have hit me with some really, really questions and throw me off my game, but you didn't. So I appreciate that too, man. I just hope I get to see more of you. I'm looking forward to Vegas. I'm looking forward to you doing some of my favorite joints on that stage. Shout out to 6AJ and everyone in that panel that's going to come out, and I'm excited about that as well. Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
Man, I appreciate you coming on, man, sharing your knowledge, sharing your wisdom. And, I'm looking forward to seeing you in Vegas too. Shout out to everybody who's pulling up. If you don't know, May 31st, Bullzilla and 6AJ has put together a XRP meetup in Vegas. Get your tickets because they're running out. You're going to pull up. You're going to have a great panel of people talking about crypto. I will be performing. If you need tickets to that, the link is in the description below. Make sure you get them while it's hot. But I appreciate you coming on, bro. So as of now, that's it for this episode of Xtales Tell Your Tale. Big thanks to Mr. Zamn for sharing the story and bringing some great insights today. And if you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe, set the notification bell so you stay updated, and follow Mr. Zamn on x.com/Mr. Zamn to stay up to date with everything he got going, all the spaces and everything else. Shout out to everybody who pulled up, man. And I guess that's going to be it for me. So we'll be back next week. It's your boy Tales, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
It's your boy Crypto Tales, and we out here in Hollywood about to ask people about crypto if they heard of it. Let them know this is Crypto Convos.
Have you ever heard of crypto?
Of course.
Oh yeah, so Spider-Man is on gang. So what you know about crypto? You heard of it?
Yeah, I know a little bit about it. I got some friends that are involved in crypto as well.
Back it up on them rain dancers. Opportunity calling, they ain't answer. When it blow up, I'ma go Casper. Yeah, I got it for the low, now you thereafter. Portfolio making hella dough. You already know, I'm not your typical. Getting crypto, you know what to do with it. All these profits, I'ma act a fool with it. Gotta get in before it's too late. It's not they get rich quick, man, you gotta wait. While we innovate, they manipulate. Time to demonstrate how to make the cake. Get them ICOs before release date. Yeah, you know, regulation on the way, we don't know the date, we just know our fate. Got no time to waste, waiting on that retrace. When the crypto blow, I be counting dough. My money don't fold, cause it's digital. Gotta get your cryptos critical. Fiat is a joke, you be still broke. New hidden gems had a heat stroke. It's crypto for life, they don't even know. Where we about to go, man, we about to blow. Hey, just pack bags and enjoy the show. Gotta stuff them bags if you buy in the dip. I'll admit I need a crypto scholarship. All I do is hodl, all you do is FOMO. Hope you get the picture, not talking photos. Making money moves, what I tell them. All they really wanna do is sell them. You know I'm coming with that big bag energy. Crypto Tales, I'm the one who they pretend to be. Hope you're making sure that your bag is secure. You suffering from brokenness and I know the cure. I can take you from hopeless to entrepreneur. Picking up some more, watching wallets mature, yeah. Spending XRP with the low fees. Chilling on the island, keep it low key. This ain't investment advice and it's all free. I can help you live that life you supposed to be. When the crypto blow, I be counting dough. My money don't fold, cause it's digital. Gotta get your cryptos critical. Fiat is a joke, you be still broke. New hidden gems had a heat stroke. It's crypto for life, they don't even know. Where we about to go, man, we about to blow. Just pack your bags and enjoy the show. My money don't fold, cause it's digital. Fiat is a joke, you be still broke. Show the camera, he don't need crypto. My money don't fold, it's digital. Gotta get your cryptos critical. Fiat is a joke, you be still broke. All my crypto bags got a heat stroke. It's crypto for life, they don't even know. Where we about to go, man, we about to blow. Just pack them bags and enjoy the show, let them know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with Zorro, for sure. And Spider-Man, the man, got the bands in his hand, yes sir. All right, we done, cut it.